Ergo has everything that you want in a proof of work project. It's got an easy to mine algorithm. It's got an incredible community, and it has fantastic fundamentals. Today on Blockchain Basement, I'm going to show you how to mine some Ergo on your home computer. You can basically do this with any computer with a graphics card that's been made from the past, 5 years or so. Can't be an onboard graphics card. We're going to get into some of the details about that, but I'm going to get into how you can mine Ergo, how you can just monetize and get some of that passive income going on your computer that is just sitting around doing nothing. Well, it could be sitting around doing something, mining some crypto. Let's get into it right now. So what we've got here, let's look at what we all want to look at, which are the coin prices for Ergo. Kind of came out on a rip with $16, since fell back down and has been in a trough 14 cents, peaked at around coin market cap at $18. I don't think that's actually, let me look at CoinGecko real quick. Yeah, definitely had a nice healthy double top, topped out around $18 and is sitting around $1.67. Has since pumped considerably over the past 30 days. This year it's been relatively flat overall, considering all the other coins that have been pumping. But Ergo has pumpamentals. We're looking at, what is this, a 20x right now if it reaches its previous all-time high, which I think is definitely in the cards. So I would say another 20x, 40x for a coin that you're going to be mining with one of the easiest algorithms as far as a hardware load is concerned. But let's say you're starting at ground zero. Let's say you have no idea what you're doing, okay? We're going to go on Ergo's website. You can actually start at CoinGecko. You can go over here to CoinGecko and go to ergoplatform.org. That's going to bring you here, ergoplatform.org, okay? You're going to come up here and you're going to get a wallet. First of all, you need to read all this stuff, get really familiar with it. This is a good number. You're going to get a wallet, okay? We are getting the Saturgo wallet because I prefer to mine using a desktop wallet. That's just me. Specifically for Ergo, I used the Ergo wallet app, which I think was previously called Terminus. That's not, the desktop one is like a JavaScript one. It's not great, but it's great on your phone. So I chose to use the Terminus wallet just for specifically for Ergo. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to use Saturgo. I've already downloaded it. It's going to take you to this website. If you're on Windows, get this. If you're on Mac, just stop watching this video and get a PC. Sorry. Mac mining is extremely difficult. So we're going to install that. It's here. We're going to go here and do a little bit of install. Again, this is something you're going to see a lot. Okay, Windows Defender doesn't understand crypto mining, and it's going to say, what are you doing, bro? And you just got to say, chill. There we are. So Saturgo installed. So we're going to do local full node. Yeah, I guess so. So while it will already be available in node, nothing will be downloaded remote node. I like running full node wallets. It takes a while to download everything and get started, but we'll download and set up. So we're just going to take the whole nut right now. We're going to download. Oops, select a directory. So you got to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it on here. That's fine. Directory's not empty. Oh, I got to make a folder. Ergo. Select folder. Okay. So it's going to download. That's a little bit different. Normally it puts the files somewhere and then it tells you where it put them, but Saturgo makes you decide where you're going to put the full node, the binary, excuse me. So we're going to create a new wallet. Wallet name, I call my Ergo mining, BCB. Password, doesn't matter. I'm never going to use this wallet again, so I'm going to call this Hot Dogs for Life. All right, so this is the seed phrase. You're going to want to write this down in two different spots, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to take out Notepad. Okay. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. I don't recommend you do this very often, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. Write this down in a couple different places by hand. Okay, write it out. All right, we're going to continue. Now it's going to basically check and make sure that I did it right. It wants to save it. It wants to save the wallet file. So I'm going to put that where I put this. All right. created it. Okay, boom. I like that. It asked me over here, hey, do you want to allow access? Yes, allow the access. Okay, great. So now what we need to do is we need to make a, okay, so here's the master address. I'm just going to make a mining address. So this, you're going to have to save, okay? Keep this handy. So we're going to minimize this for now. I'm going to minimize that for now. Okay, so we have our wallet. That's step one, okay? It took all of, what, 7 minutes, maybe, not even that. So what you're going to want to do next is go to miningpoolstats.stream, and you're going to want to search, let's just go here, search for Ergo, Ergo, find a pool. Don't use the one with the most hash rate. You want to decentralize the project, even in a small way that you're contributing. You want to decentralize the project. So we're going to pick this one. Hero Miners has not as much of the hash rate. Hero Miners takes us here. Hero Miners website is kind of ugly. They will update it eventually, but don't be overwhelmed, okay? This has a lot of information, and all these mining websites, all these pool websites are different. So what you've done is you've gone to miningpoolstats.stream. You have a computer, you need to communicate with a pool of other miners to share in the rewards. You can solo mine. You can also do that at a pool, and you can do it directly from the, you can actually like download the binaries and do a command line wallet, but we're not going to do any of that stuff, okay? That's hardcore. Solo mining is you're trying to find a block by yourself. I don't recommend for Ergo. Most mining is done in a pool where you're sharing the reward for all the blocks found. So that's what you're doing here. You have your computer, you're going to a pool, you're putting in your hash rate there, and then you get rewarded for that. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Miningpoolstats.stream is one of the best ways to find pools. We found a pool at Hero Miners. They all look different, but they all have the same information. This is the network hash rate. This is the pool hash rate. You don't have any hash rate right now because you're not in it. You don't have any money right now. That's how much, or excuse me, this is how much a Ergo is in Bitcoin. This is how much it is in dollars. This is how much the price of Bitcoin is. We like seeing those numbers. So you're going to want to find a server, a pool server that's near you. So we're here in the USA. We're going to use this one. So just keep that in mind. These are all, you're collecting data right now, and you're going to be putting this data into the actual miner that takes control of your GPU and puts it towards mining cryptocurrency. These websites will have the actual mining program that you need to run. So we're going to get that. Here on Hero Miners, you got to scroll down. They don't tell you, okay? This is one of these problems with these things. They don't tell you where all this stuff is, okay? You need someone like me to show you the way. But also just show your way to the like button and subscribe, okay? Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, showing you how to set up some passive income. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Blockchain Basement. We do crazy stuff all the time. We talk about crypto 50% of the time. We talk about other things most of the other times. But anyways, scroll down here. They have their miners down here. Now look, they don't even tell you that they're miners. If you're brand new, you wouldn't even know what you're looking at. We're going to pick NB miner. So we're clicking on that, and this tells you how to set it up. We're going to get to that in a second. We're going to download this, okay? So we're going to download the latest NB miner. Now, what are you looking at? If you go ahead and click on NB miner or something in here, nothing's going to work. So what you got to do is you go down to these batch files, okay? These basically are the gasoline that you pour into the engine of this thing. This is the actual miner itself that's going to run all the different hooks and programs required to take control of your graphics card and hook it up to the blockchain. But this is basically the gasoline that you're pouring in. So, oh, there you go. Start Ergo. Great. They already made one for us. So 9 times out of 10, the miners are only mining. They're only set up to do a couple coins, right? And they'll pre-make presets for you that will come in the zip file. Sometimes they don't. Usually they do. I just missed it, but here we are. Start Ergo. So don't click Start Ergo. I'll show you why. What you want to do is you want to right-click, edit. Okay, thank you, Windows Defender. Okay, here we go. So if you went ahead and just double-clicked Start Ergo, what would happen is you would go to this. They already have Hero Miners, but they have HK. So they have the Hong Kong Hero Miners pool, and they have this wallet address, which this is not yours. So you would be mining to someone else's wallet. Thank you very much. Well, you don't want to do that, okay? You want to get that coin, right? So let's start here. We're going to hook up to the server. We're going to go back to Hero Miners, scroll up. We're going to be on the East Coast. And we're going to just put that in here. All the Stratum TCP, that stuff stays. Wait a minute. What's the port? Okay, port 1180. So that's port 1180. That's going to stay. So really all we need is just this. Paste. Boom. And now we need what? We need our wallet address. So we're going to take this wallet address that we made. Fresh, brand new. We're going to take this. And we're going to paste it there. Default, I believe, is the name of the worker. So we're just going to call this hot dog. And then you're good. So what you're going to do is you're going to save this. Save it. Okay, it's saved. Let's go back to where we were looking at stuff. All right, now you could go ahead and click Start Ergo, and things should start moving and grooving. But you don't want to do that yet because your system is raw. You need to optimize it. So you're going to have to get Afterburner or whatever overclocking program you want to use. On this computer specifically, we have, oops, that's Task Manager. On this computer specifically, we have a RTX 3070 Ti. So NVIDIA cards, they can be overclocked with MSI. You can have other ones, AMD's, I think it's Wattman, or maybe that's what it used to be called. But just get your favorite overclocking program. So, but what do you do? Okay, what are you supposed to put in for the numbers? Well, I'm going to do Ergo overclock 3070, but I'm going to put Hive OS. Okay, Hive OS is a Linux-based mining system, operating system that really streamlines a lot of your operation. It's great if you've got bigger rigs, but if you're just doing desktop mining, you really don't need to use Hive OS. But the Hive OS community has some of the best overclocks out there. So what you're going to do is you're going to just use cull from their, What you're going to do is you're going to take from their wisdom. And we're going to look and see what their overclocks are. So they're looking at 1500. This guy's pulling in 159 mega hash. His fans are running very intensely. 120 watts. That's actually pretty beautiful. Let's see if there's other good overclocks. See? So he's at 161. And he's got his memory at 2500. And his core at 1400. So we're going to come over here. We're going to see if we can get close to this. So what you're worried about here is making sure that you have the optimum RAM and GPU settings so that you're maximizing the mega hash over your wattage, right? So this guy's bumped up his wattage by 10, but he's getting an extra like 11 or 10 more hash rate by downclocking his core and overclocking his memory. Let's see here. This guy, again, is down. He's downclocking his core, and he's overclocking his memory. So you're able to set core values up and down in Hive OS. Negative 500 doesn't really make sense for Afterburner, right? Like we can go down a little bit. That might work. We can just try it. Okay, let's just do negative. On some cards, you can't go negative in Afterburner. And then let's say, so I don't think this is actually a positive 2600. Yeah, I don't think it is. So what we need to do is we need to know what they're talking about. So let's go, I think they're setting absolute values. So let's go 3070 Ti tech specs. You need to know these, otherwise you're going to be chasing your tail. So this tells you, okay, boost clock speeds, memory clock is 1188. So they're setting it to 2500. And so that is, let's do a little calc. Let's just set the power limit to 80% of maximum right now. And we're going to lock this in, okay? We're going to lock this in. All right. So you can see this is chemistry, right? This is not difficult, but you need to like understand the context of how you are treating your hardware right now. I could just go and look for Windows overclocks, but the Hive OS overclocks, if you do a little bit of the math in your mind, the Hive OS overclocks just work in Windows better overall. And here we go. All right, so we locked it in. We're going to double click this. We're going to see what happens. This may crash, and that's okay. All right, so NB miner, starting up. Mining program, unexpected exit, process crash, restart miner. All right. Oh, okay. So here's what happens. So Windows Defender kind of freaked out again. So we're going to allow access. We're allowing it. It may work now. All right. Hang on. It's going to restart after 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Windows Defender was freaking it out. I think it's working now. Now look, see our card is just like, wait, what? We're going to the maximum. Okay. It's accepting shares. So it's communicating to the pool and it's accepting shares. I love NB Miner. Just they've got such better, they actually have like a UI and you can actually track stuff. So here it tells you what our hash rate is, what the power, how much we're drawing, 188. That's a little too high. So we're going to have to come down on the power. Yeah, but we're going to let this run. We're going to let this cook for a little bit. Okay. We're going to come back. We're going to see how it does. Really, when you set an overclock and then you get it going in the miner, you want to give it about 10 to 15 minutes to just settle in. Usually most of the really bad overclocks will get kicked back immediately or within 5 minutes. But some of the other ones will take, about 10 or 15 minutes to shake out, just depending on the hardware that you have and the silicon on the chip. And the silicon on the chip varies literally by the actual run that day of the chip, whatever they poured into the foundry, whatever silicon they poured into the foundry and made the silicon, it can vary by the day or by the week. So we're going to see how this cooks. I will come back in a second. Okay, so a little bit of a change of plan here. Usually the Hive OS overclocks tend to be pretty on the ball. For this one specifically, I went over to a friend of mine's website, Mining Chamber. He has just a fantastic website, fantastic YouTube channel as well, where he breaks down most of the main GPUs by the major coins and the major algorithms. So he's got actually his own, from his community, his own overclocks for the Autologos 2 algorithm. He has Souls here, which is not, it's supposed to be mega hash. Anyways, he's gotten it down to 170 watts on Windows. His at 187. We're pulling in right now about 144 at 170. I was able to pull down the power limit significantly, and I could probably go even lower. Really need to dial things in here with the memory. I did not underclock. I did not underclock the core. I'd stopped doing that. It was giving me more errors, but I've been getting the efficiency over wattage way up. We were around like 500 to 600 previously, now around 8. It will dip down here every once in a while. Now around 820. If we get to 1,000, that'd be even better. This will continue to be a process to get this dialed in for the right card. This has been cooking for a couple minutes now. So again, it just depends on your card. Mining Chamber is a great resource. He's got his offsets, or he's got his overclocks. Mining in Windows is about 10 to 15% less efficient than mining in Linux. So that's probably why you're seeing the performance differences in Hive OS. But I mean, we're still rocking and rolling. This is dipping a little bit, so I may need to watch this. If it continues to come down, I may have to kick out one of these overclocks and continue to just fine tune this card. But it is mining, okay? It did not immediately crash. It is mining, and this is part of the fun. You get to tinker with hardware. You're doing things that no one else is doing. You're understanding blockchain and the essentials of blockchain better than anyone else out there, and you're filling your bag with a cool project that's got incredible pump potential, okay? We're sitting at a $123 million market cap right now. That's pretty great. This is also really juicy, is the circulating supply of Ergo 73% out. That's very good as far as tokenomics goes. So this is an extremely bullish indicator. And just the overall tech, again, price action is price action, and that comes off of narrative. Well, the narrative is informed by the fundamentals of the project. I did a Twitter Spaces, an X Spaces about Ergo just the other week, which I'll put a link to down below. And yeah, Ergo is incredibly advanced as far as proof of work coins go, they have a lot, and their ecosystem is vast. Okay, and they also have a pretty decent roadmap. Just all the things that they're trying to do. Actually, already have their mixer done. They have a whole bunch of dexes. I was on the phone with them and just what they're doing with ZK rollups, ZK snarks. Way ahead of the curve than anything that like what Polygon is doing. They have their own stable coin that they're launching. They have cross-chain dexes, and this is just a coin that you can mine on your own computer. Mining is so much fun, especially when you're able to get in early on a project like this. It's not early for Ergo, but you're in the bear market. You're doing the mining when everyone else is too afraid to jump in with both feet, but not you, because you're here and you're ready to make that passive income. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below on another project that you want me to set up for some home mining. Tell me what you want to see, and I will do it. And we will do it for you, for the people, to make those gains here on Blockchain Basement. Appreciate it. I'm Nick. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, remember, downtime is frown time.